All right, all right, all right. Welcome everybody to the unofficial At Games Happy Hour live show, pre-show show.
What's
Got a
going on?
few. Hey, I want to thank Dubs for hopping on and helping us today.
Sure.
Mike. By the way, it's want everybody to know. Me and Mike have not broken up. Okay, we have gotten lots and lots of DMs and things like that. We are not broken up. Matter of fact, I do believe Mike is. Let's see here. He's live from the car.
He's live from the car.
He had a brutal day checking in.
What's up, Mike?
And usual suspects: Shotgun Sean, Meatball Saucy, Robert Bowling.
Love those guys. Good list of names there.
All right. Let's see. UAG coming in to support us. All right. And B is in the house.
Thanks, B.
Yes, I did.
I read your comment, B. Thank you so much.
Matter of fact, B, he's going to be really cute later tonight.
Oh yeah. This Dub Zero costume, which I made sure I bought one 3 sizes too small. It's out of hand. I'm almost considering pulling the segment because I could see the known haters, the ones who actually, don't appreciate what I do, using it against me, right? Like, I honestly think I should pull the segment, but it's so funny. I guess I should leave it in, right? So funny. I should leave it in. Hey, someone in the live chat, do me a favor. If you're friends with me on Facebook, can you send me a Facebook YouTube link on Facebook Messenger to the show tonight where we're broadcasting? Raskull, I'm having a hard time finding the show. Where are we broadcasting, buddy?
Exactly. Well, normally we go from the basement corner arcade.
Yeah, that's where I was going, but it's not there.
Exactly. No, me and Mike had some technical issues getting me access to produce from that channel. So we're going ahead just doing it from my channel for tonight. We'll see if we can figure this out in the coming weeks.
It's all good. What I do like about occasionally guesting on other folks' channels, Scott, is I'm not the producer, right? Usually I'm the producer. I'm usually the helmsman, right? Hitting all the buttons, monitoring the chat, doing a bunch of things. So what's nice about it, I can just kind of kick back, right? I can kind of kick back and just chill. So this is your show, baby. Whatever you need from me, I'm here for you.
All right. Well, let's see. We have some requests here. Looks like almost a spit take.
Oh, wow. Wow. I got to tell you, she looked amazing in that outfit, B. You are a lucky man. Good for you, sir. That was probably the best part about that pinball mod, if I have to say so myself.
Yeah, and my wife loved the pinball mod, and she's a Star Trek fan, and she loved the outfit. So now I got to go buy one. Right. Yeah. Thanks a lot, there, B.
So Scott,
Dubs, you hearing the static? Because I'm starting to hear it now.
Oh, I'm not hearing any static.
Yeah, I got you breaking up right now.
Uh-oh.
Chat, go ahead and let us know if either one of us is not audible right now.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I've got you totally no audio at this point.
What?
That's not going to make a very fun broadcast. Okay, Robert says sounding good in stream. Robert, can you hear Dubs? Dubs, say something to me.
How you doing? Can you hear me okay? How's my audio?
Not good.
What?
All right. This will be hard to fake.
The people in the chat are saying they can hear me just fine.
Let me see if something went south on my headset side here.
Yeah.
Yay, producing a show.
Do you want me to?
Oh yeah, I hear nothing right now, even on the test. Not cool. Give me a second.
All right, guys. So while he's messing around with that, welcome to the show, guys. Greatly appreciate you guys swinging on by. Everyone here says they can hear me just fine. So here I am.
Check 2 3. Check 2 3.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, this is bad news. We're going to have to go with a different headset.
All right.
Not good. Let's see. We go with the. Don't laugh over there, Dubs. You've been here once or twice. Don't lie to me.
Anything can happen when you're live, and we've had a number of technical snafus when we've been live before. Some of it intentional, most of it not.
But all right, we're going the speakers now. I can hear you. Are you getting an echo on me?
Nope, no echo.
Awesome. We will rock that way.
All right, here we go.
I'm headsetless. Where the heck did we leave off? Let's see.
I was going to ask you a question because we were talking about Star Trek. So my house, I live in a divided household. I biggest Star Wars fan, love Star Wars, as you guys know, grew up with it. That's my jam. My wife, like yours, Scott, she's a huge Star Trek fan. Like she likes Star Trek more than Star Wars, and we have awesome debates about it and all that kinds of stuff. Are there any other divided households out there? Or
See, our household is not divided. She has equal love for both franchises, especially if you bring in Baby Yoda. There is a shrine over there. I just bought the latest round 3 of the bounties, those little 6 figures that they have. So she now has probably at least 50 different figures, not to mention the Swarovski crystal that I bought her last week.
Oh, nice. How much was something like that?
It's about $1.50.
Oh my God, dude. That's, well, I mean, it is crystal, right? Do you have a picture of it or anything?
I don't have one on me. It is, I'd have to travel way over there to show you. It was on Discord. Let's see. Why the heck not? Let's go ahead and have me go off script, go to the Discord where I posted that, and find that sucker.
All right.
Because it is the bomb.
All right. I just subbed to your channel, Raskull's Basement Arcade. Now I know where I'm at.
That's okay. You were all over the place when you were announcing it earlier today. I didn't care. Yeah, you were so busy plugging all of us.
I told everyone to tune into the Basement Corner Arcade. I thought you were going to be broadcasting there, but Mike didn't get it set up correctly. We're going to have to get all over Macklemore. I'm not buying any more of his music if he keeps this up.
Oh, let's see. I've almost found it here. While we're doing that, Dubs, you were talking about what you bought and stuff, and there was one thing on there that I actually was a pre-order, and that was the play date.
Yes. So you're into that as well? Not very many people are.
I mean, I've got the Mario play, the watch one, the what do you call those?
Game & Watch.
Game & Watch. Yep, I got that. I pre-ordered the one for Zelda Sight Unseen. I opened up the Best Buy page and I didn't even see what it looked like. I just ordered it. I had to.
Yeah. Yeah. Now what's funny is the Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch that came out. Like I played it like crazy for a week, right? And now it sits on the desk, right? Or it's in a drawer. Same thing's probably going to help him with the Zelda Game & Watch. Obviously, those games take longer to play than Super Mario Brothers, so probably end up picking those up, play them, try and complete them, and then what's going to happen? It's going to end up in a drawer, right? And it's just there for looks, right? Because I mean, they're Game & Watch. I mean, it's classic. It's retro.
Well, I mean, the cool thing is if you do have it plugged in, it will act as a desk clock. It won't time out, and so I literally just keep that at work going, beep, beep, beep every hour. So let's see.
Shotgun Sean's going to get the Zelda Game & Watch.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
All right. Can't find the picture of the crystal. It was way up in there, but
don't worry about it.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. I was just wanting to see it. I love seeing stuff like that. So, like for instance, August 28th, which is a couple weeks from now, there's the big toy convention here in Arizona, and so cool that these cons are back on, right? And I'm so excited to go to the toy convention and just see stuff from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s through today, all these toys and collectibles and things. Might actually shoot some footage there at the con as well. So very excited that we're back in convention season and, looking at all this kinds of stuff. So
definitely. Polo is not aware of the play date. Polo, watch the lunchtime show on Dub's channel from earlier today. I do think you had some screenshots of it. You were actually going through some of the games too.
Yeah, Hollywood Polo. If you just go to Google and just type "play date" one word in your search bar, it'll pop right up for you. The Play Date website. New little handheld coming out, little black and white handheld that's mostly indie developer type games, homebrew games, which I'd love to support those kind of folks. And some of the games look interesting. The device itself looks interesting. It looks a little overpriced for what you're getting. I think you might be getting 20 games included, something like that, or 30 included with the device. It's got a cool little back to it that snaps to it, Scott, remember? And it makes it look like a retro TV.
You know what? It reminds me of the Chumby. Do you remember seeing those?
No, I don't. I don't. Do you
Oh,
have a
that
pic-
was
do you
that
have
was
a
all the rage about I want to say 10 or 12 years ago. Started out with
pull,
a little beanbag device that looked like a
pull up
clock.
pull up a picture? Show it.
All
Open.
right. Look
Here
at
you.
you making me work for this. I'm going to kill you.
Sorry, man. I'm just so used to. I'm just so used to. Like running the show.
Oh, let's see here. Let's go ahead and make this bad boy go full screen.
Yep. If you want me on, link me on Discord. I might be crabby. Oh, Mike Caputo says he's crabby. I don't know.
It must be a day that ends in a Y.
Yeah, right.
All right. All right, let's see how I can swing this here. So go over here and tell I'm going to share a
I gotta
screen.
I gotta see this Chumby clock. Maybe I need to see it to recognize it.
Chumby.
I'm excited. Let's see.
All
All
right.
right, guys. Anyone have one of these, or ever had one of these? This is it. This is it.
This is one of the early ones. This was the leather beanbag version. They later made ones that were solid plastic, and they had little applets on it. It basically ran Java.
Oh, that's it.
Yep. So it would go ahead and cycle through different Java applets that you had on there.
Wow.
So you could go ahead and have the weather there, the news headlines. Kotaku had an applet on there.
Mhm.
So you just had it on your nightstand and had a built-in FM radio. Had Pandora apps, so you can play Pandora.
Wow.
The bigger versions had Netflix, believe it or not.
Wow.
It was a cool little nostalgia thing.
I never had one. Never had one. Looks interesting. The leather's a weird choice though, but I get it. They were trying to make it look like a beanbag, is what they were trying to do, right?
Exactly.
Like a beanbag, yeah, beanbag chair or something.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. I thought I saw someone said they had a Chumby in the live chat. Brian.
Let me scroll up there.
Brian McKinney, Vader, who's like one of our kings of our at games leaderboard.
Yes. Vader still has a Chumby clock.
Awesome, man. That's
I wonder if he bought one of the two that I sold on eBay last year. I was doing spring cleaning.
Oh, and you think maybe he got it from you? That would be a small world, right?
Oh, he got it on loot clearance. Okay, yeah. No, there were some good ones there. Not only do they have those small 3.5-inch ones, they also made ones that were probably like 5 to 7 inches as well. Much better for viewing video.
Well, they say 5 to 7 inches is pretty common in men, so that's okay.
They do. It was in white.
Hey, Vader, do me a favor, buddy. Send me an email, pdubsarcadeloft@gmail.com. Send me a picture of your Chumby. God, this sounds so bad. Send me a picture of your Chumby. I'd love to see it, my friend. I'd love to see it.
Phrasing.
Send me a picture. Send me a picture. Send me a picture of your Chumby.
Oh, that's something I haven't heard you say on air before.
Put that on a T-shirt. There you go. The first Rascal's Corner arcade T-shirt. Send me a picture of your Chumby. Oh my God.
We'll have to get that on Nostalgia's Teespring.
Yeah, Nostalgia. Oh my God, Nostalgia's hilarious. I can't wait. I'm excited about the game room dudes later on tonight, but I'm more excited about being here, being a guest. It's nice when people ask you to come on their shows. So thank you for that. I greatly appreciate it.
Hey, it's my pleasure. All right. Well, this is supposed to be the pregame show for the happy hour, so let's do a wee bit of
let's do it.
At Games weekly updates here.
Yep.
Let's see. First update is going to be the event winners from this week. Honestly, I looked over this and I do not know anybody on the list.
Let me see. Hopefully I do. I only have like 900 ArcadeNet friends. All right, so Gottlieb Pinball winners of the week. The 1 month ArcadeNet. You got Mega Man 1, Heine Rhymes, and Ian's Ghost. Don't know these guys.
Ian's Ghost.
Ian's Ghost. There you go.
Yeah.
Gamer Mini Mako, ArcadeNet game winner of the week, RG Elsinger. And then the social media winners of the week: Stephen Parker, Kurt, Brian, Tim, Tanner, and I know Harold Greenleaf. I see him a lot in our Facebook community. But yeah, other than that, I don't know anyone else. But whoever you are, congratulations! Pretty awesome.
All right, and let's see what is next. We've also got. All right, this producing stuff is just killing me. All right, share screen. All right. So we also had winners on the Wednesday happy hour, which actually went well this week. I was on there. This was the owner's pick night. was a lot of squash played. You missed it, Dubs, because there was a new squash king. The crown went from Jason over to Rebel this week.
Oh, well, Rebel. Oh, I love Rebel. Rebel and we were the ones who I did that squash live stream. Do you remember?
Yeah, during Nod, you were Purple Rain, baby.
I did a squash Nod. I played as the purple player. And on National Owners Day, I did a Come All Challengers. See if you can beat Pdubs in squash. And I remember, I think it was Rebel. He was up 7-2. And I came back and I won that game. It was such an epic. He did that to me Wednesday night. I played Jason. We went best of 3. He got me on the last one. Right.
Me and Rebel had played, and Rebel just cleaned me out. 2 games, just gone. The way he plays, literally, he's predicting you, and then when you predict his prediction, he changes. I mean, he is dynamic. He was doing a heck of a lot of stuff way up front, and literally, you can't even stay in the middle and hope to get anything. It was horrible. I will say I redeemed myself after he destroyed Jason 2-0. Came back, played me, and we did take it to 3 games. It was 7-1, my favor on game 1, and he was sweating. He was like, "Oh crap, this is going to be on Facebook, on Discord, on singles, only or whatever." He thought it was going to be everywhere, and then he came back and got me 9-7.
Yeah.
So
but I got an idea though. So if I beat him on Nod, and if I'm the Nod 1 champion, and if he just won the last squash tournament, and he's that champion, it just sounds to me like this Nod a month from now, him and I need to play each other one more time for the grand championship title.
I definitely think Rebel will be up for that.
And if Rebel can beat me, I'll give him a big prize. If he loses to me, he's got to buy me a Buy Stuff Store back box for my pinball. What do you think? Do you think that's fair?
Yeah, that's a big ticket there. Let's see. Vader said he sent you the Chumby pick. Did you get it?
Well, I'd have to check my Gmail, but yeah, I'll check it later.
All right. And apparently Mike didn't know what the contest was this week because he pressed Z. No, Mike, you just had to be a YouTube subscriber and a Facebook subscriber. So
yeah.
Hollywood Polo wants to know what pressing Z does. Polo's only had his table, his ALP, for a week now.
Oh, congrats, man.
But on your mini, if you press Z, or on the mini, what is it? I think it's called something different. It's like the R, whatever.
Yeah.
R/something key.
R1. R1.
Press one of those on the top row there, and that brings up the messages. So if you see that little notification up there, the little bell, Polo, that tells you how many messages you got from the boys at Games. Press Z. It'll go ahead and tell you the messages. And in Mike's case, pressing Z at the right time gets him a free month of ArcadeNet, I think twice so far. Yeah. He did that on Nod, and he did that on one of the other ones.
I love this comment by Meatball where he says Pdubs make it look easy. Like, I was just burning through people, like it was like 8-1, 8-0, 8-3. Bring on the next challenger. I felt like I was Dr. Disrespect playing Warzone. I was on a roll that day.
Oh no, he's not referring to your game. He's referring to your producing game.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm good at that too. Now here's the only problem, and I know we have a couple of YouTubers in the live chat. The hardest part about hosting a multi-person podcast show is when you're trying to produce it, hit all the buttons, manage, make sure everything's flowing, keeping your eyes on the view ticker. How many viewers do we have? If people start dropping off, well, that means they're getting bored. It's time to change the subject, right? Things like that. There's a lot to go there. But because you're so focused on everything, the number one thing that happens, and you guys will catch me doing this all the time, is sometimes you miss what your co-hosts are saying, right? So there have been a few times during my shows where I'll be like, so tell me what you guys think about that product, right? And then they'll go around the horn, make their points. And then when they come back, I didn't know what they say. And I'll be like, yeah, no, I think this is really cool. And Michael B will always call me out on it. He'll be like, Pdubs, I just said that. Pay attention. And I'm like, do you realize what I'm trying to do here? It's a lot of pressure. I don't know how who's really good at it is the Tech Buzz, Stephen Haywood, obviously, but he's been broadcasting for a very, very long time. I've just been podcasting for a year and a half, but he's been broadcasting for a long time.
Let's see. Mike is pointing out that our friends at Buy Stuff Store are in the chat.
Awesome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Love that back box. Look at that back box behind you. Isn't that sexy? Now, if that had some Elvira, so I'm thinking about getting that back box, throwing some Elvira.
Of course you are.
I want to get some Elvira Scared Stiff artwork, and I think I can get maybe Arcade Graphics to do it. And I think I might take my Legends pinball back there. You guys, if you follow my channel, know how much I want to have an Elvira Scared Stiff real pinball machine. Can't track one down. Can't get one that's affordable, that's still working well, at least around me. So what if I just turn my Legends pinball into a Scared Stiff virtual pinball? I think that's a good way to go. What about you, Scott? Do you think that'd be cool looking?
Yeah, there's actually a lot of folks that are looking at using that for their custom graphics. And you've got a lot of options. Of course, our friends at Arcade Graphics do awesome work. And as you saw, Buy Stuff Store actually was a printing company way back in the day.
I did not know that until they mentioned that on your show the other day. Which, by the way, that was a very good show. You guys did very well.
Yep. Speaking of that, Mike has got his AC/DC art coming Monday from Arcade Graphics for the body.
I bet that's going to look great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that. Make sure you make YouTube videos of that, buddy.
Yeah, Mike, we got to go ahead and do non-live YouTube videos. There we go. I think they call those pre-recorded.
Yeah. Meatball said here, only if you win the next opportunity on the next Basement Corner Arcade on Tuesday.
Well, that is true. We are doing the drawing live on Tuesday. You have until we start the show on Tuesday to comment on the previous show. Go ahead and just comment. Tell us your favorite table in real life on VPN, whatever. And we will go ahead and use this cool little randomizer that B told us about, and it will pull up some winners.
Yeah. Well, who do I got to bribe to make this happen? Who do I to get picked, buddy? Because I need this in my life.
I don't know. Let's see how many views you get me on this, okay? All right. What else we got going on here for at games this week? I think we've got new Gottlieb tables start today.
Okay.
Let's see. Gottlieb.
Which ones? Let me see.
They are
I love
here
Gottlieb.
for your viewing pleasure.
Gottlieb is so awesome.
We got Centigrade 37 and Haunted House.
Yes, two of my favorites.
They are both great games.
Great tables. Highly recommend playing these. Yeah, I mean, it's pinball arcade software, so, it's kind of, what's the word they like saying is a little floaty or whatever, but still, I'm excited about it because those are two of my favorite games out of the 20-some in the Gottlieb collection. So, I mean, who doesn't like Haunted House? Very first pinball machine to have, 3 layers or 3 levels, if you should say, the attic, the basement. And the way you can just fly through that constantly, you'll be in the basement, then on the main floor, then in the attic, and then they have all the different trapdoors, and then you're back down in the basement, then you get kicked up to the main floor. I mean, if people are hating on Haunted House, they suck at life, in my opinion, because Haunted House is just an amazing pinball game, and virtual pinball makes for a pretty good experience as well. Centigrade 37. The only nerve-wracking thing is when you're on the right-hand side of the playfield where you're coming down and you're trying to hit all the lights and the combos, and it kind of becomes like what's that word, like a plinko board or whatever, you know what I mean? You're like, please don't go down the right, please don't go on the out lane, I don't want to lose my ball. Like, I get nervous every single time, but that's a key part of that game, is going through those. So still great games. Love seeing these guys. Definitely want to play these, participate in the Gottlieb pinball games this week. What do you think about these games, Mike? I'm sorry, not Mike. What do you think about these games, Raskull?
We actually played Centigrade 37 on one of our unofficial tournaments we used to do in Mike's Discord, and had a blast with it. Haunted House, that's on the side of the original back box. So, and like you said, the multi-levels on that. Cool thing is I actually played Haunted House before getting my ALP. I played that when it was on my ALU back in the day. Wow. So got a little experience on that, and then got to play it on the ALP. Love it a lot. Mike did bring up a good point here. This is the last week of the Gottlieb tourneys. Well, Mike, let's go ahead and take a look at here. All right. Is the final week. However, I do hear rumors that there is a second season during August 13th.
Very nice. Very nice. At Games sent those little video clips out. They probably sent them to me as well. I gotta check my inbox. Did they
Yeah,
send
I
those
got
to
that,
you, or did
and
you
they're
guys,
actually
or
on the
did you guys
Facebook page. I think.
Oh, it's on the Facebook.
Yeah. What's her name? I keep forgetting her name. A young lady from Taiwan. She put those up, and yeah, they're up there already. Let's see, what was this last one that they sent us?
Oh, adorable. Well, hey, at least At Games is improving their production, right? Like, I mean, this stuff is getting better. It's getting better.
Yep.
Everyone likes shiny, flashy. Makes me want to play some games. I like it. I like it.
So that is going to be the ArcadeNet games for this week. Let's see, I've got a still of that one.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right, let's see what we got here. Let's go through these. So we got for this week, August 6th through August 12th, we have Metal Black, which honestly, I don't think I've ever played that one.
And that's called an arcade classic. I've never heard of it before.
Oh God, I've never played that one before.
It's a Tato game also. How do we not know this?
How do I don't think I've ever played it. I think I've always skipped over it. But I've played Pinball, Black Widow, Prehistoric Isle, and Space Ramp. I've played all these games.
Yep.
But Metal Black, I have never played on any device. What is up
I guess
with that?
that's the game you're going to play this week. Put up a score on that one.
What is that game about? Does anybody know? Let me know. And Pinball is huge, man. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, Pinball. And Black Widow, I really like Black Widow. I never got into it, obviously. Like, it's not like it has some kind of nostalgia for me, but not until like it was on the At Games as well as other emulation Raspberry Pi images and things. Yeah. But once you play Black Widow was a really good game. Really good game. That would have been a favorite of mine if I was like, if I actually saw it in a real arcade. I probably would have wanted to play it. It's a cool game.
Yep. And Space Ramp, we've played that several times. Even before the ALP came out. And I've got to say, I do like playing these, pinball in the clouds on the ALP.
You do?
I do. Yeah. I find it's a much more fun experience than doing it like we used to on the ALU.
Yeah. Yeah, my experience with pinball in the cloud, if you guys notice, I never talk about it. I never promote it. I never mention it. It's just not a great experience for me. Maybe it's my internet connection at home. Who knows? But, I prefer the local play. I love what At Games did with all these game packs. Guys, can you imagine if all these game packs were streamed? It would have been such an epic failure for them. You know what I mean? But the fact that we're able to download these onto a flash drive and play all these games natively, that was the way to go. That was the way to go, right? And, pinball in the cloud, like, I mean, once it just starts stuttering just a little bit, I get so mad and I quit the game. So I'll be honest, I haven't tried a pinball in the cloud game. Do you guys know, has it improved? Do they improve the servers or the experience? What are your thoughts, Raskull?
It's been playing good on mine. I've got the ALP hooked up Ethernet. So, I used to, on those kind of games, go in and turn the quality low just to get the better, experience, not the better graphics. But lately I've been going auto, and I'd say 4 to 5 times I get a good game. It all depends on how overloaded the servers are. Mike, thank you for pointing out it is Lean, who does most of the posts nowadays in the Facebook group.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Yes, she's the new girl, and she is on top of it. She posts things super quick.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Mike wants to know what the happy hour games are tonight. Well, darn it to heck. Unfortunately, there was not a pretty graphic. Those,
what do we got?
Let's see. All I got was the generic, which is 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock Eastern tonight, 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific, aka right after this show. And as always,
is it user pick night?
No, tonight is not user pick. Tonight, and I don't have a graphic for it, we've got 3 games. It's an SNK Neo Geo theme.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to be doing, we played all these before, King of Monsters. Then we've got Metal Slug X and Shock Troopers.
Oh, okay.
Out of those, my fave is always Metal Slug X. Really appreciate the co-op games.
I'm going to take Shock Troopers, baby. I love Shock Troopers. That's a fun game. Your average gamer says he misses the spreadsheets.
Pinball is weird. Pinball is definitely weird. It's an arcade game and a pinball machine had a baby.
Pinball again.
Pinball again.
Look at this. We got some trash talking going on. You know what needs to happen here? You know what needs to happen? At Games needs to bring back a Legend Center type thing.
Yeah,
they do. They need to bring that back because that way, instead of sending out these little slides, they can put together an actual show. You know what I mean? So, and it would be really cool if they take advantage of guys like the Basement Corner Arcade, right? Throw you guys in there.
I think we'll go in there for a little bit of that.
Get you guys behind the desk, guys. Do you want Legend Center to come back? I think we need to do it, especially now that we have pinball and all these leagues and summer events. I just think it's something that At Games should really think about doing. Even if I'm not involved with it, they should do it.
Look, my ex Mike is in for Legend Center as well. All right,
+1, +1. That was a lot of fun. I mean,
it looked like it was.
We got a lot of heat for the show from people who were like uber Arcade 1-Up fans and stuff. But if Arcade 1-Up had set up a show like that, and if it was running at the same time, they wouldn't have said anything, right? At Games was doing something different that the other companies weren't, and we got a lot of heat for it. But nowadays, I don't care about that kind of heat anymore. You know what I mean? I'd be like, let's do it. It's all about having fun as a community of gamers. I think they need to bring it back. In some form.
And here's Vader's take on it.
Yeah. Miss Pdubs reading my high scores every week. Vader, you're hilarious. And yeah, we did have to say Vader's name a lot on the leaderboards because he was doing just such a kick butt job. You're really good at games.
So Mike is cheating on me with UAG, and I'm cheating on Mike with you. I have the better end of the deal. Just saying.
Yeah.
But actually, Mike and I wanted to let everybody know we have an open relationship. Okay, so I can see Dubs, he can see UAG. It's matter of fact, I think I'll be swinging with Saucy next week. I don't know.
So if someone picked up your phone, they would see pictures of Chumbies coming from all over the place. Is what you're saying?
Everyone is showing me their Chumby.
Everyone is showing their Chumby to you. It'd be hilarious.
I'm going to have that as the thumbnail for the next show, right?
Yeah. You want to talk about what was I going to say? What else you got on your docket? Because
we got one more here for that season 2 we were talking about. Season 2, by the way, is going to be the season of Zakaria.
Oh, really? Now it gets fun. Now it gets
there's actually a poll on the ArcadeNet page on Facebook as to which one of these you want first and the most. And they're allowing write-ins. So I will say I did vote for one of these. Spooky is the one I voted for.
Okay.
And I added in
normal Spooky.
Yep, it is. And then I added Combat Deluxe because they're letting you do write-ins.
Oh, they're letting you do write-ins. All right, let's see what we got. Black Belt 2018 is great.
Yep.
Combat 2016. These are all the remake tables. Locomotion 2018. Magic Castle Retro. I actually don't like that one. I like the newer Magic Castle one. Shooting the Birds, a retro. That one's okay. Yep. Zankor is a game that I've come to really appreciate on this machine. Like, even though I own like all these on Steam, like it wasn't until I got my At Games Legends Pinball where I actually took time to play a lot of these games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Zankor is really good, and Time Machine is most excellent. Love Time Machine. The ball sliding across the table, and you hope you knock it loose to enable multi-ball.
Yep.
So much fun. And Spooky, Robot Deluxe, good choices. It's going to be hard for me to pick some favorites here. They put together a pretty good list.
And the votes are going on till Tuesday, August 10th. I was going to save this for our Tuesday show, but that would have been too late, and you don't want to do that. So anybody wants to vote on these for your favorite, go ahead and go to the Facebook ArcadeNet group, and you will see Lean has a posting on there for this poll.
Yep.
So that is actually all I had for the official talk.
Oh, wonderful. Now,
I know.
Send me your back box.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Let's see.
So let me ask a question out there. Even though Buy Stuff Store and like 2Die4, Bobby Voo, like some of these guys are making these aftermarket back boxes, does the community still want At Games to do it themselves? Come out with like a bigger deluxe back box and sell it? I mean, obviously with their purchasing power, they might be able to get it in at a better cost. Look at what they did with the BitPixel marquee. It used to be called the Pixelcade marquee. This thing was $500, and AtGames is able to sell it for $200, which still seems a little bit high for their purchasing power. But still, like if they're selling it themselves, these back boxes could be a couple $100 versus 500. Like, isn't this how much is Buy Stuff selling their back box for?
$399 plus
400.
a $70 deposit on returning your back box.
Yeah. So what is AtGames going to do? Are they going to sell deluxe back boxes themselves? I think they should, but I don't see it happening until like another variation of this pinball machine comes out. That would be kind of cool. Yes, people like Michael B won't buy from third parties. I've never heard Mike say that. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's true. Like he refused to buy Angel's marquees for the Arcade 1-Up machines. And I told him, you got to get this Ability Upgrades marquees or Arcade Game Factory. Those are the two best ones, in my opinion.
Well, Buy Stuff Store is the best place to buy a riser for your Arcade 1-Ups.
And I remember Mike told me, he said, I want to get the official ones from Arcade 1-Up because I want them all to match, same style, And I think that's why. It wasn't that he wasn't going to support third-party guys, is he wanted them to match all the marquees to look the same. Let's not tease Mike too much on that.
But you and I were talking earlier today about what would be the next thing to do, because you were talking about you're looking at a project for the marquee of your current back box.
Yeah. So I have, so I'm thinking like, do I really need like a 30-some inch screen plus a 16-inch screen, right? Do I really need that, right? As cool as that is, it's big, it's expensive. What if AtGames just put like a BitPixel LED in there, right? And then you could use that as your DMD and then use the 15.6-inch back box. So for instance, I have the Pixelcade LED marquee that fits inside of an Arcade 1-Up cabinet, right? So it's only about 16 inches wide or something like that, and it fits inside the Legends Pinball back box pretty well, and it would actually cover that Legends Pinball logo. But here's the funny thing, right? Is you get it mounted in there. If you take away, you're going to have your DMD up top and then the screen on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Mostly it looks better reversed, right?
Exactly.
What then again, instead of making a giant back box, why doesn't AtGames or someone else make this same size back box?
I'm listening.
Get rid of Legends Pinball, move the screen up higher, and then put a BitPixel in the middle there, like in between the speakers. Like that's what AtGames should be doing, in my opinion.
I think they should, because Al has actually done some OTG DMDs with BitPixels, and it looks really sharp. I've seen him integrate it with FX3, FX2. I think Future Pinball, he had it set up. And the video he had showing, I want to say, what was it, Attack from Mars. Mm-hmm. It looked really sharp on that. Mm-hmm. Because the DMDs in a lot of those all the FX3s are perfectly set up at 128 by 32. And that's exactly how many dots we've got in a BitPixel.
Yeah.
So if they were to go ahead and maybe make a smaller BitPixel, I don't know, maybe one that could be shared between a new back box and maybe an ALU Mini, that would be a product they should go ahead and do. Kongs, you had a comment there. We've got more people watching the stream than are currently subbed to my channel. Yeah, so
hit that button, buddy. Hit that button.
Yeah. Sub, like, comment, the usual. I was going to do the begging at the end, but thank you. Appreciate it, B. Shotgun Sean, $45 for the art on the back box from BSS plus shipping. And if you here's an option he's talking about. You can have them install a Vibs for you.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, right? That's kind of cool, provided they have the stock. So hopefully they'll get the Vibs from AtGames and do that.
See, UAG says back glass has to be minimum 20 inches.
Yeah.
The current one's 15.6.
Well, he's greedy. I mean, he likes New York pizza, for crying out loud, He has to think about it. He has to eat a lot of pizza versus
I was born in Long Island. You can't say nothing about New York pizza.
I just need to eat one or two slices of Chicago. I'm full. New York, you got to eat a ton more. You always want more to get full because it's so thin, so tiny. So I get it, UAG. I get it. But here's where I'm going with this, guys, is instead of AtGame's making this like 30-inch screen back box with a 20-inch screen beneath it, you know, which in my opinion is going to look too big on the cabinet. It's going to look obnoxiously too big. Now, when Buy Stuff Store first came out with their back box, that first design where I had like these giant wings on it and stuff, and they posted pictures.
The Ford Fairlane, yeah.
They sent me a picture on Facebook message about it. One of the guys there, and he showed it to me, and I think I commented back to him. I said, it looks like it's about to take off because it just looked obnoxiously big. Now, what you have behind you, where they kind of trimmed it and narrowed it, that looks really good. That looks really good for what you might call a premium deluxe aftermarket back box. I still want AtGames to get rid of the Legends Pinball logo. They can take that 15.6-inch monitor, move it up to the top, and they can squeeze a mini BitPixel LED in there. And I've seen it done before because A, I have one, and B, I talked to Al Linky over at Pixelcade. He showed me some concept photos, and it's totally possible. And because the Pixelcade will work with like FX3 and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, it just seems like a great solution to me to do that, and it wouldn't end up being a $500 back box. You know what I mean?
Yep, agreed.
So, and it would take advantage. I mean, they're really pushing these Pixelcade BitPixel LED marquees. It would just take advantage of that product on another piece of their hardware. Because right now, I mean, if you think about it, these right here, I've seen some people say, well, I'm going to put it on top of my pinball machine. Well, it's
and
too big.
You may have seen a picture. I did post the picture of that as a it's too big. I'm literally going to, if you look, I have some wall space back there. I might mount it on the wall.
Yeah.
That would be where my extra BitPixel would go.
Yeah, hanging on the wall, you know, right behind there. That, you know, that makes sense. But having it sit on top of the pinball machine, it's just, it's too big. They need to get one that fits inside that back box. Get rid of that Legends Pinball logo. And I think it would.
UAG's got a great point here. You talked about the first model that BSS showed.
Oh, yeah.
It was funny.
It's huge.
What is sitting back there is the result of probably about 20 suggestions from the Discord as to what they should do. They went ahead. Let's see, what's that? Polo, it would not replace it for what you're doing. You don't want to go this route because, like we were saying, the Pixelcade, it would sit above your back box, and that's not the way you want to have a DMD. DMDs you interact with a lot in many games to do selections of scenes and things like that. So you wouldn't want to do that right now. But yeah, as I was saying, Buy Stuff Store took all those suggestions, the flat cables, routing the bottom of the back box to handle those flat cables. Somebody looked at them and said, damn, those cables are ugly. They 3D printed caps to go on them.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And we're talking reacting on the fly here. They went with two different sides to, you know, an option 1 box like mine, the option 2 with a little bit of wings on it with the chrome on the front like Mike has. Yeah, they listened to everything, and they're still listening. People commented during the show on Tuesday night that back is open. That, you know, that's ugly. I understand. Some people are tinkerers, and that was their take. If you're buying this back box, you're a tinkerer. You're going to be back there doing something or whatever. So to them, you know, a back panel wasn't a thing. They've got enough feedback that's going to be an option. You could get it with or without and pay a little extra if you want backing on it. If you don't need backing, you're not going to get it. They did drill 2 holes for the VIBS buttons. So you don't have to void your warranty by drilling a hole somewhere to put the VIBS button. So that was a great idea. Buy Stuff Store. The check's in the mail. All right.
Checks. Oh, you're so funny. Well, yeah, I mean, the original concept of this BSS, you know, it was too damn big. It was ridiculous. It was so huge, and it looked like it dwarfed the pinball machine itself, right? Now, this final version that you have behind you, Raskull, that looks great. I definitely want to get one when they're available for order. I think that looks really, really good, and I think that this is a great product for like you said, the tinkerers, the folks who are going to be doing like this hardcore type modding and things like that, really want to just pimp out their machines as premium as possible. But despite that, the community needs options. We need a $500 option, but we also need like a $200 option, right? And that's all I'm
Yep.
saying, guys, is AtGames needs to come out with a back box that's got 2 screens in it, a little bit more cost effective for plug and play for their general owners, right? I mean, why do you think they're bringing in easy mode? Because they want to make their pinball a little bit easier to use, right? Because when these things hit Sam's Club and the general person is picking these up, do you think the general person at Sam's Club's going to be like, okay, now I got to get this flash drive X and all that kind of stuff? You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be overwhelming to them, right? Versus our community.
I mean, and you bring up some good points. I'm really thinking that besides doing a different back box standard, not huge, maybe add the option, like you said, for putting in the smaller bit pixel as an option. User installable if you want to afterwards, just like the Vibs board is user installable. And I'm thinking the whole flash drive X, got to get rid of that. I'm thinking just how much is 512 gigs of storage in mass quantities.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're talking about adding more onboard hard drive storage.
Just make it a drive built into it right on the motherboard. I mean, goodness, just take that second USB port, throw it down on the inside, and plug in a little thumb drive. Boom, you got it.
Yeah. What would be nice is, like, if they do come up with like a whole new wave or generation of machines where has a more modern UI built in, right? Instead of running it off of a USB, which is what you're doing with the easy mode. And also having that storage, the rock chip that's in the pinball machine, if they could get that in the arcade machines, so the arcade machines have a little bit better performance and power for emulation of other programs or emulation of other systems. That would be really cool, right? But the question is when are they going to do that? And are they going to do that, right? 2022, 2023, you know what I mean? It seems like they're pretty comfortable where they are right now with using this particular, I don't know what you want to call it, user interface, right? and external storage and things like that. But if they came out with, hey, from now on, we're going to come out with the AtGames Legends Ultimate, let's just call it the 5.0 cabinet, bigger screen, better speakers. It's a premium cabinet, kind of like how iArcade sells theirs, premium joysticks. We're going to give you a 500 gigabyte hard drive, store your games on there, but your games you're responsible to secure the licenses for your games, right? That little disclaimer, because we own all these games that we play on these cabinets, right?
Yep, of course we do.
Yeah. I mean, luckily, I always joke. I say, luckily, I took those 200 arcade machines that I had in the basement and I downloaded all those ROMs just, to have backups to play on other devices. And it would be really cool to see like a pent out deluxe pinball machine. But, I don't know if we're there yet. I don't know if it's going to happen. Who knows?
I want to say it's about time for a 1.1, because how long did it take, Dubs, to go from 1.0 to 1.1 on the ALUs? Yeah, it wasn't that long.
How big of a change did they make, though? I mean, they moved the stuff off the control deck onto the monitor, the USB and the HDMI connections. And also and what's funny is they got rid of the HDMI for the LVDS, right? Because the HDMI, the scalar boards, too many issues, people breaking, right? It was too volatile. So they went kind of backwards, went back to LVDS and things like that. So, I mean, how much did they really change between the 1.0 and the 1.1? A little bit of construction, little bit of size, made it a little sturdier, like the base of the cabinet with the cross beams.
Yep.
And then they moved some stuff around where it made a little bit better sense production and development wise. But they didn't really it's not like you have to buy this over that.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a 2.0, it's a 1.1.
Yeah, but yeah, should they come out with a 2.0? I would love for them to do that next year. Like by this time next year, I would love for them to come out with a 2.0 and also new games. They got to get new games, because if you think about it, guys, we keep buying the same AtGames product that's got the same games on it, right? It's just
it's funny you say that, because there's Meatball Saucy's comment, and I know we're talking. He's coming from the iArcade world where they're introducing new games. You buy them, and I have totally said that. You know, at games, if you offer me to buy Galaxian, Galaga, and GA Plus, I will throw down $5-10 for those three. You would give me a Pac-Man package with 2 or 3 Pac-Mans. I will give you $5-10. I will gladly buy the game all the stuff we want to play.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. I don't know when. But I think it's going to happen. Maybe around the time the Tetris Mini starts coming out. Be really cool for ad games to sell like vertical game packs and things like that. I can see it happening. Did they close the door on the market? Absolutely not, guys. Absolutely not. Yeah, if that was true, Tato wouldn't have signed on about a year ago. You know, if that was true, Magic Pixel, Zacharia, these companies would have shunned them. You know what I mean? Said, we don't want to do business with you because of what your platform can do. They have brought in new licenses. They have brought in new partners, but it seems like features and access is more of a priority than bringing in more IP. I think they know they need to bring in more IP, and they do have some new IP coming. I think we might hear some stuff on National Owners Day that is going to get us all really excited. But I don't think that are they going to just go all out and say, we're not going to try and make new features. We're just going to spend money on IP. Guys, these are 6-figure deals, if not more, 7-figure deals for these IP. That's a lot of money. And if you think about it, That Games does that, are you going to get your deluxe, whatever you want? You know what I mean? No, we just had to spend $1 million to get you Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? Like, come on. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if any of that made any sense. We are going to see more IP coming at games. We've already heard the rumors. We've heard some things. We've seen some things. National Owners Day is going to be key. So new IPs coming. That would be really cool. But then also, is there going to be a ton of new IP? I don't think so. Because they're more like we're going to give you the hardware. You know what I mean? Not we're going to bring you the games. Arcade 1UP is like we're going to bring you the games you want with the cheapest hardware possible. At Games is kind of vice versa, isn't it? Isn't that kind of funny?
Yeah, it is.
Does that make sense?
It does. Well, Dubs, this is the happy hour pregame show, and happy hour is already 6 minutes in on the lobby.
Oh, it is?
So I think, we've already gone long. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
So let's end it with any other comments you got, Dubs, that we haven't covered. Anything you want to shout out? Anybody you want to shout out? I want to shout out tonight's Super Game Room dudes. I think you're celebrating your 1,000 subscribers.
50 episodes, 1,000 subscribers.
51,000. And tonight is going to be entertaining as heck from what you're telling us.
We hope so. Because, I mean, if I dress up like Dub Zero, you all better tune in. That's all I got to say. It's bad. It's bad. And then, of course, a huge shout out to everyone in the live chat. Kongs Are Us, Meatball Saucy, MCap, Your Average Gamer, Rebel, Robert Bowling, Hollywood Polo. How was your day? Guys, make sure you participate in the, what is this called? The happy hour leaderboards events.
Yep, the lobby happy hour. Yep.
And I'll definitely be playing some Haunted House and Centipede myself. So
awesome. Well, again, big thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Everybody who's in the chat, go ahead and subscribe, like, thumbs up, comment. We may be running some more shows on this channel versus the other one. It all depends on how we split content up. Kind of like Dubs, you do your thing, and the Super Game Room dudes is their thing. So, we're figuring this out. We're only 8 weeks into this, so me and Mike will figure it out. But go ahead and subscribe here, so if any channel or shows do show up on this channel, you'll get notifications. All right, guys. All right, Dubs. Thank you again.
Rock and roll, dudes.
All right, everybody. We will see you later. See you on the leaderboards. Bye.